Hi there guys and girls, it's time to reply to a video that Tooten made about my little Max video and left out lots of important details, and this whole video is spin. It's the usual shit with these guys. You're old, you're ill-informed, you're over the hill, you have a voice we don't. It's all the usual bullshit. Here's the thing about people like this that are from this era. They all grew up watching this YouTuber called Leafy is Here, who started this, he's a 37-year-old man, he's an old man, like, as a form of argument, like, to basically discredit someone because they're old, and that their opinions don't mean shit because they're young. And people like Tooten grew up watching this YouTuber. They all thought he was great because he's bullying retarded children and all this shit. And this is the content that people from his age group consumed. And that's why they're like this now. This is how they argue now. It blows my mind. They all do it. Like, you can tell that they were all influenced by this Leafy is Here guy. It's something that iDubbbz called out once before he went fucking snowflake himself, but he had a really good point that it doesn't negate someone's point. Their age doesn't mean shit.
Leafy is horrible at criticizing people. I don't know if it's because he tries to make a video every day or if he's just that fucking awful. Here's a series of clips of him saying that, yeah, you're fucking old.
He's a 34-year-old grown man. Grown man? 35 at a fucking carb. A 34-year-old man. 34 years old. Grown men in their 30s. You're a 34-year-old man. 31-year-old fully grown people. How old is this guy again? Like 35, 40? Fucking 30 years old. We got a 30-year-old man calling me fucking ugly on a goddamn social media website. He's 34!
He's at the store manipulating
the age
people,
of my
right?
dad!
What these people are saying is invalid because they're a decade older than me.
When my video that I mentioned is up there and has plenty of sources, including TotalBiscuit, Jason Schreier, the guy that started Kotaku, AlphaOmegaSin, Pat the NES Punk. All people that you conveniently glossed over in your video. Oh, I'm only going to talk about TotalMK. Let me guess why. Because I'm the guy with 25,000 subs, and I'm the guy that, you all like to dump on in the community. Your little toxic community that you're a part of now. And we're going to get to that later. You can delete comments all you want, but I saw them. And here's the thing. Let's start, shall we? Hi there guys and girls. I wanted to do a video and address this, that's not even the situation, this, my opinion on Maximilian, aka Miles923. Because sometimes when he comes up in the community and chats, I say, well, I don't
yeah,
really
I've watched it already.
And people get really pissed off at this. It's funny he says that, yeah, I've watched it already. Because I did the video, and I told him I was doing the video, and I told him why I was doing the video, by the way. And that was because of comments made to me in one of Fate's videos from 3 weeks ago before this. I said this is why I wanted to do the video. For no other reason other than to clear up why I don't like Maximilian. But this guy will say that I'm jealous, the usual shit. Yeah, he's over here, he's old, all this bullshit. I told him before we went live why I made this video. And I also told him I didn't want to make it so soon because of the fires going on in California where Max lives. Your hero, by the way. But because you keep dunking on me and starting shit, and Max has said that he's alright now, I made the video. And I knew you watched it straight away, but it's funny how you waited to set up a stream with your wife and with your boyfriend Mike Hello and Hollowhead and tried to go after me and paint me as ill-informed and stupid and all this usual bullshit. They think Max is a great guy. And I just want to say before I go ahead any further, I have no ill will towards Maximilian at all. He's winning. He's great at fighting games, he's rich, whatever. I don't want any of you to go and attack him.
See, this is like my first thing. I sense a hint of jealousy.
See, this is my thing, and this is my thing. He must be jealous. This is what they say. He must be jealous. He wishes he had more views. This is how the young mind work. It's fucked. I've been doing this for ages. I don't give a shit about Max. I told you why I made the video. You left it out. I made it because of comments in Fate's video. This drama's fucking old as the hill. I got tweets tweeting at Max telling him he's a piece of shit from like years ago. You know, I didn't mention that to you, but like this drama's old. You think I'm gonna carry this grudge all this time and be so jealous of Max? There's a million people I could watch on the internet. You think I'm just gonna go watch the guy that I'm jealous of because I'm so jealous? Like, can you hear how stupid you sound right now? Honestly. Making this video for clarification, why do I have this opinion? And why I think you should just shut the fuck up and respect it, because you weren't around when this shit was going on and I was.
Another point. Why do I have to be around for something? I was able to go and do a little bit of research on this in like fucking 10 minutes and find a bunch of different sources talking about it. Information that you did not mention in this video. Important information that you did not mention in this video. Updates on the actual events that were happening, right? And we'll go through it here in a minute. But like, you can tell me to shut the fuck up because I wasn't there. But at the same time, you're someone who was there, is taking the time to make a 16-minute video, all the time that went into that to get all of this information that you apparently have on your computer, and you did not put an important piece of information in the video that I was able to find in 10 minutes.
So he says I didn't put important information in the video. I put links to fucking NeoGAF, not some random forum like he'll say later in this video. Links to NeoGAF with screenshots of the people who accepted this contract. That was Max Christensen, aka Miles923, aka Maximilian fucking Dude. I showed the proof. And then on top of that, I said you can watch the stream where it's exposed by these guys from Kotaku, Jason Schreier, TotalBiscuit, AlphaOmegaSin, Pat the NES Punk, all the people you left out in your reply. And you want to say, in 10 minutes I did research. The reason why I say that I was around for this and you weren't, because you were literally fucking in high school learning about shit. And I was actually making content on YouTube. Now, a lot of you people might be, that doesn't matter. It does fucking matter, because I was watching all the videos about this drama at the time. Did I save them all? No. You know why? Because I didn't really give a shit. It pissed me off. But if I was super jealous, I would have saved all the proof, right? I didn't bother. But I was watching videos about this Machinima drama, and there were lots, believe me, there were heaps about, that's how I found out about Max. His name got dropped in one of the videos. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know which video it was. I didn't save it. This is like 10-year-old fucking drama. But this is what people like this say. Look at that smirk on his face. He didn't do research. I showed that stream. I showed the stuff from Pat. I showed the stuff from AlphaOmegaSin. He didn't want to talk about them because their channels with huge subscriber numbers. He didn't want to mention TotalBiscuit. Everyone knows TotalBiscuit. And everyone knows Kotaku. And Jason Schreier from fucking, who's been on TV before, part of X-Play and G4 TV. Are you going to tell me that they're all wrong as well about this? Really? Really, dude? Really? Okay.
Unfortunately, you go and do shit like this, as if nobody's gonna find out about it. I mean, it's just the internet. Information just goes viral within, bam, seconds. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to go and take one of the biggest outlets for people to be able to get their information. And that was one of your biggest damnations. Whenever you fucked up, everybody got to find out about it. Millions, hundreds of thousands and millions of people across the world within every minute of every hour of every day were finding out about the dumb bullshit that you fucking did. And now you think, oh, it'll be cool, we're doing this through Machinima. I mean, they're not gonna tell anybody, right? Well, Machinima wasn't trying to tell anybody, except for the particular influencers, because that's how they view the fucking people that are employed underneath them. Number one, lots of people have had bad shit to go and say about this fucking network. And if you don't believe me, I don't know, just ask around. Trust me, there are gajillions of fucking horror stories that are associated with Machinima and how they handle everybody that's underneath them.
So they're offering cash in exchange for positive coverage of the Xbox One. which obviously could have been a weird sort of ethics thing. So this is what was leaked. It was leaked on the NeoGAF, is that how you say it? Their forums,
I think.
Who are starting to watch the show more, hopefully. So they said, hello influencers. This is the Machimina's email. Machimina is happy to offer you a $3 CPM bonus, meaning per every 1,000 views you get an extra $3 on top of whatever your crappy deal was already with Machimina. When you participate in our continued promotion for the Xbox One, it's easy. Here's how. Incorporate at least 30 seconds of gameplay of footage of any Xbox One game. 2. Verbally mention in the video that you are playing the Xbox One game. 3. Tag your video with XB1M13. That's probably for Machimina, or know that they're part of the promotion. Follow the guidelines listed in the assignment. 5. Submit the live YouTube link through Poptent, which is probably the way that you submit. So here's the problem.
There's two shady things about this.
There's a few shady things.
There's a lot of shady things, but the two are one that's something that's not really readily mentioned. There is, you are not allowed to speak negatively about anything during it, which for an advertisement seems about right. However, an advertisement is fairly transparent, an exchange of cash for promotion. The thing that makes this borderline illegal, if not illegal, is the fact that the people who are involved in the promotion are never allowed to disclose that they were part of the promotion.
Yes.
Meaning they are not allowed to be transparent about it. Which means that you don't... If this is the case, and this sort of thing takes off, you literally do not know who you can trust unless you think they're truly trustworthy, because you will never know. Ideally, you will never know that they have accepted money to tell you something that maybe they don't believe is true.
Yes. So yeah, according to the Federal Trade Commission, you cannot disallow someone to say if they are being paid to sponsor something.
For me, I've had a few different channels, and I've been with a few different networks, and I've noticed as soon as I started making my first checks, I noticed you need a crap ton of views to really make any sort of income from this that's meaningful at all. So my goal, if you call it a goal, was to just make enough to fund the habit, which is maybe, if I'm lucky, pick up a game a month with YouTube money. But I had a channel that could do that, and I kind of tossed that away, went away from YouTube for about a year, and I just got my life in order with college and everything. And my income mainly comes from disability and from GI Bill payments. If you have a GI Bill, you go to school, you get basic housing allowance, things of that nature. So YouTube is not a primary source of income, and it likely never will be for me. I don't have that sort of networking capability or reach, and I don't play I don't get lucky on the YouTube lottery as far as search algorithms and how they find and direct views, and I can't pay for advertising. I don't have that kind of money to do that. So I do what I can, but for the most part, get 400 or 500 views a video, and I'm happy with that.
So let's go ahead and move forward to sort of the events, I guess, the past 1 or 2 weeks. I guess what brought to your attention, what I guess compelled you to want to show people what that contract was? Because clearly, as you pointed both into a video and a blog post, it really was something that you had seen before, but this particular iteration of it just didn't sit that well with you.
Yeah, there was a post on NeoGAF. It was talking about the recent Xbox One Machinima ad campaign they had going on, and I noticed that everyone thought this was a brand new thing, like this hadn't happened before. But I could have swore that I saw this just a couple months ago in November, and I don't have NeoGAF privileges, so I never bothered to really sign up for an account or anything, so I couldn't post anything there. So I was like, well, this already happened. I don't see why anyone's making a big deal about this particular thing. Why didn't they make a big deal about it a couple months ago? And I went and posted originally pictures of the previous ad campaign, and I posted pictures of the other ad campaigns from Comic-Con, PAX, and E3. And in those three, they specifically said that you need to post a disclaimer in your video description saying that you are being paid to, well, at least that this is part of a paid promotion. That's what the campaign tag means. And I noticed when I was looking at these other two Xbox One ad promotions there in the email, that the email they send to every Machinima partner gets this. So thousands of emails got sent out, and for some reason no one picked up on it. But they clearly said nothing about disclosing anything about it. So I went to actually find the agreement, because I didn't sign the previous agreement either. I went to go find the agreement, which you have to go through Poptent to do. And I went and I just kind of looked through the agreement, and there was nothing in there about disclosing. And I don't know anything about FTC guidelines, regulations. Other people are way smarter than me, and they picked up on that. All I knew was that it didn't say anything about disclosing, which I thought was shady, but I didn't think it was breaking any laws. But apparently it is.
And let me explain, right? So the situation, if you don't know, is that Maximilian, aka at the time was called Miles923, there was a Xbox promotion via Machinima that reached out to YouTubers to talk about Xbox games. There are a few different ones. I believe Killer Instinct was one of them. These, I think they were all.
I mean, I'll be fair. The information doesn't do like any of the YouTubers any favors.
Okay, so
but at the same time,
what
it's
I
still an
got. I do have a
important
lot of
piece of
proof and
information.
screenshots here and stuff. But if I make any mistakes, just take that with a grain of salt. This is 10-year-old drama, okay?
Why are you talking about 10-year-old drama, my guy?
That I have in the video. See, this is the thing. He leaves out the whole context. Why am I talking about 10-year-old drama? Because of the shit that happened in Fate's comments. I told you that. You leave it out. Don't ya? You leave that shit out to go, why do you care about something 10 years old? Because I was sick of people just dunking on me going, Max is a great guy, why do you talk shit for? I'm like, because of this incident. This is why. That's it. You can watch him, be happy, don't care. I know he's a scammer. That's, in my book, scammer, sorry. You might be different now, he might be different now, might do things differently now. But I was around back then, I was watching his content. I was being told that the Killer Instinct game is great and I should go out and buy an Xbox 360 because it's so great, because it was part of a promotion that he could not be negative for. He could not say that was bad, even though the game is good and even though the Xbox is good. Look, I've got an Xbox Series X, I've got an Xbox One original, I've got an Xbox One S over there. I've got 3 fucking Xboxes. I like Xbox. I've got the original right here, I've got the 360 up there, I've got a Slim that Microsoft gave me over there, I've got shit tons of Xbox. But I don't like when people are paid off to say something is good and that objectiveness is removed. And that is the core of this thing that makes me so mad and makes me, toey when watching one of his videos. Because I know he's been paid off in the past to say shit's great. And then, oh, what a shock. The same year that he did that promotion, he gets a job at a developer studio. Another place that is never objective. A developer's never going to go, don't buy a fucking game, are they?
What is the
This
point?
is known. If you Google Xbox Machinima
Like,
controversy,
I need to get this thought out, like, real quick, right? Like, I understand you want people to understand why you don't like Max, but at the same time, it's easy enough just to be like, I don't like the guy. I don't like the guy. People ask why. Because of some shit he did 10 years ago. Like, why do you feel the need to make a 16-minute hit piece on the guy if you don't mind him, if it's 10 fucking years old? Like, what's the point, dude?
he is so mad. 16 minutes, by the way, is a quick video for me. Go through my content. I do videos for hours, bro. 16 is a quickie for me. And that's exactly what I did. I do tell people this is why I don't like him. The video's not a hit piece. That's your labeling, not mine. The video is full of facts and links to video podcasts that you conveniently left out. And basically the video explains why I don't like him. He's part of this fucking promotion, paid off, signed up, his name was caught, the contract was cut and paste. The contract was cut and paste on NeoGAF. That's so random for him, for everybody to see, and that's why I've known about this, and that's why I say I was around back then, because I witnessed it all unfolding at the time. I witnessed all the posts, all the buzz, all the videos, all the content, and everyone talking about it. It's all been forgotten about now. It's fucking 10 years old. You were in school. You don't. That's why you never even fucking heard of this, and I think that's what makes you jealous. See, I can call you jealous, even though you're not jealous. I can call anybody jealous. That's why it's a stupid take.
Outside of the fact that you actually don't like the guy and you want to falter his success in some way by making people look at him differently with this video.
On YouTube, you'll see all the videos, and I'm even going to... I don't want to make anybody look at him differently, by the way. You're responsible for your own content. You know? People forget about this shit, and you're mad that I know about it, and I've made a video exposing it and bringing it to light because of your hero Max. You can do no wrong. Use some in this as proof of that, and then I have proof that Max was on the list of YouTubers that was part of that promotion. Also, at the time, I was watching all these videos of different YouTubers, and he was constantly mentioned. I tried to find videos today of that stuff. I just can't. I don't know if they were deleted. I don't know if they're gone. I don't know. It's too hard to search for that, where they specifically mention YouTubers in video form. But I have the screenshot of NeoGAF where this news was broken, and it has the list of all the YouTubers, and he's on it, right? So what was the controversy? The controversy was that YouTubers were offered money to promote Xbox, to not paint Microsoft in a negative light as part of the contract, and say how great this game is.
Like, this is separate from like him working
and
for
you know, I think Rival.
Supreme victory!
It was right before he started working for KO. He did start on season 2. So that is true. But it's what we call a prelude.
This is like a whole separate thing.
A whole bunch of games, as far as I know, as part of this promo. When you show someone that you're for sale, other people will come running with bags of money. Now, it doesn't matter. Some people are like, but the game is good. That doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if the game was good or bad. They signed a contract knowing
and
that they
like,
couldn't talk
he's
bad.
going into it like this. It's a whole separate situation, right? Max took a deal with Machinima from Xbox to only say good things about Xbox, right? And then this other thing where he worked on Killer Instinct as like a dev because he was making the trailers and shit, that is completely separate. You cannot judge his opinion on Killer Instinct based on the deal for Microsoft.
I'm not judging his opinion on Killer Instinct. I'm saying he took a deal with Machinima. By the way, Xbox had nothing to do with that. Machinima made the contract that worked with the YouTubers for Microsoft. They had no idea that Machinima didn't disclose or tell the YouTubers to disclose that information. It's actually the fault actually falls on Machinima. But all the YouTubers that were part of the promotion, they all signed it. They all knew that they couldn't talk badly about the game, as I showed that screenshot earlier with the red circles around it. You weren't allowed to paint Microsoft in a bad light. That was part of Machinima's contract. You cannot say that and then do a paid promotion.
Because it's completely separate things. He worked on Killer Instinct.
Separate.
And Killer Instinct was a good fucking game. No, a dev is never going to want to say anything bad about their game. That's fair. I'll give you that. Killer Instinct 2013 is legitimately one of the best fighting games.
See that? Right there. Killer Instinct's a good game! Killer Instinct's a good... That doesn't mean anything! I'm talking about the fucking dodgy contract that he signed. It could be the greatest game of all time. It could be Resident Evil 4 or Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. It doesn't fucking matter. If you have signed a contract and you're not being objective, and you know that, because they've told you that you can't be objective, and you've still put your name on it. You've just muddied your fucking name. And you know what you do when you get exposed? You change your name from Niles923 to Maximilian Dude.
Of the decade, dude. There's nothing bad to say about it. I agree. Fuck you to verification. I'm addressing this. I'll read it. At the end of the day, we're all fans of Mortal Kombat and the FGC. This shit is ridiculous. I agree with that. The only reason, it probably seems like I'm riding.
This shit is ridiculous. You see, this is what these guys do. They gloss over everything. This shit's... It's not ridiculous. It's a fucking scam that he was part of to scam people who watched him to say that this shit is awesome, no matter what. Even if it was absolute dog shit, he would be using his fan base and all his subscribers to say, you have to buy it. It's the greatest game of all time. And then when it came out that no one likes it, he would do a video going, oh, you know, I thought this video was good, but it's not. But it wouldn't matter because he already got his $10,000, right? He already got all his fucking money. You think he gives a shit about you? They don't. And by the way, I've had other people coming forward to me about Max with little stories and things. I'm starting to hear other shit, and that might be something I actually dig deeper into to see what that uncovers. So, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Max, because my whole conversation, part of my conversation with TotalMK was about Max and what he said there. I defend Max a lot. Max is a grown-ass man, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions.
Hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions, blah, blah. See what I mean? These people are all about numbers. That's why he's comfortable making a video dunking on me. He wouldn't make a video dunking on Max if Max did a video about how crap I was for no reason, with no evidence or whatever, or evidence that he tries to make seem like it's not evidence. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't do it. They always look at the fucking numbers. That's all these guys care about. The numbers. The numbers. He wouldn't attack his hero Max.
He makes so much fucking money. It's not
so
actually
much,
real,
so
dude.
much
It's more money than I think a lot of us can
scamming people. He
even
makes
fathom.
so much money.
He does not need me to defend him. But at that same point, I hate
everybody.
when people try to do shit like this. They're just trying to disparage people who have done nothing to them. Who
like you. That's what you're doing, saying I made a hit piece. Basically, I've made a video putting out why I don't like Max. You're spinning it around saying that I'm making a hit piece video and I'm jealous and all this other nonsense. You're doing what you're saying you hate when people do that. Don't think I can't pick up on what you're saying, man. You're doing the exact same thing. I'm not making a hit piece video. Mine was, I don't like Max, this is the reason, done. You then made this video with all this spin and bullshit about jealousy and numbers and irrelevant evidence and all this crap when it's all lies. It's all there and you can look at it. You can go into the description, you can click on the videos. You, like I said, you leave out the AlphaOmegaSin, you leave out the NES Punk, you leave out the Jason Schreier, the founder of Kotaku, the guy that worked at XPlay, G4, TotalBiscuit, you leave out all of them because all of them have millions of thousands of subscribers and they make heaps of money. Funny how you left them out, isn't it?
I've wronged them in no way. Who, in Max's case, has only tried to spread positive vibes throughout fighting games and the fighting game community. He's done so much work for like older fighting games that were genuinely good, like MVC2, free MVC2. Ultimate Marvel 3 with Marvel Lives, MKX Lives, the Twitch Rivals event. Like, he's done so much in so many different ways that are positive ways for the community. And this is literally just a hit piece to try to disparage that character on Max for anyone who watches this video.
Like this video, like I said, it's the same thing. You're just making a hit piece on me because it's easy for you to get views. You just want views, dude, because you only care about the numbers. You don't care about all the evidence that I cited. You don't even know Max, dude. You don't know that you're a hero. Oh, he's so positive. You should hear the shit that someone just told me the other day about Max. I might have to get him on stream if he wants to do it. He told me a story about Max that I was like, and that just was by accident. That was like yesterday or the day before. Someone told me a Maximilian story, and it was, yeah. I'd never heard this one. But it didn't paint him in a very favourable light, let me tell you. You do not know Maximilian, dude. You do not. You can say he spent productivity all he wants, but he signed a nefarious contract to lie to YouTubers or to remove his objectivity in regards to Killer Instinct.
And I heavily disagree with people doing that. And I feel like it's purely out of jealousy. I'm saying, this could be viewed as a hit piece on TotalMK. It's not.
It's not!
Supposed to put this content out here, so I am.
It's not a. What is it then? You're doing this. You're doing. Oh my god.
Reacting to it, and we're going to try to do our. I'm going to break it down with some of the information that I have that I've researched. Right, it's not a hit piece. I don't mind TotalMK. I think he's an OG.
Right, he says it's not a hit piece, but look, the language you're using, and I don't think you can help it because people your age do videos in the same way. They put little clever words in there, like there's a statement you'll see coming up. Because we have a voice and you don't. You think I don't pick up on shit like that? You think I don't have a voice? I started the voice on YouTube. Like, fuck's sake. You can try and, like, throw me under the bus with dumb shit like that. But everybody knows, including you, who calls me OG, you know that I have a voice. You know it. Found the last secret in the Mortal Kombat arcade game. I've done huge competitions, big giveaways, promoting Mortal Kombat before YouTube. Promoting Mortal Kombat on YouTube. Still doing videos about Mortal Kombat.
I think some of his stories are really cool. He can tell you a lot about the inner workings of like Midway and shit like that, and working with them and going to these like old events and playing MK in the arcades, and it's super cool. But when it comes to something like this, dude, you are in the wrong. You're just trying to disparage this guy because everybody else likes him.
This is what pisses me off about this whole fucking video that he made. Like I said, again, I told him at the start, this is a reply to what's going on in Fate's under Fate's video about Max, where I said I don't like Max, and everyone went, you don't know what you're talking about. That's why I made the video, because I was sick of people going, you don't know what you're talking about, and wondering and not understanding why I have a gripe with Max.
Because everybody else likes him. You're trying to disparage him. You constantly
I know,
hear people
people
referencing Max in your comments, in your stream chat. It probably gets old because you're not where Max is, and that sucks because you've been doing it just as long. But like a hit piece still isn't necessary. When Max is wrong, I will say it too. Absolutely, dude.
No, you
absolutely.
No, you won't. You won't. You'll say nothing. Because you fear who's larger than you. You fear them.
Max was wrong if he took this deal.
He was wrong! I've shown you the fucking NeoGAF post. What do you mean if? You try and paint my evidence as bullshit. It's been backed up. Again, TotalBiscuit, Jason Schreier, Kotaku, Pat the NES Punk, AlphaOmegaSin, all talking about this. You showed none of them in this reply.
We'll go into that. We'll go into that when we get there. But if the information that we have is true, I'll say if for now, and I'll give my reasons for that later on. If the information is real, Max was absolutely in the wrong, dude. This whole thing was fucking illegal. Now, I will give some people the benefit of the doubt. YouTube.
If it was illegal, and that's why the FTC laid charges against Machinima.
Was really just taking off. They just started doing like big brand deals with content creators. They were still back in that day. I don't know if they still do it, but you don't really hear about this shit nowadays. But like back when Max was doing Assist Me, he's talked about it. For Capcom were having to pay the license for the licenses of Marvel characters so he could have them on the Assist Me characters. On the Assist Me episodes. He could have those characters on Assist Me. Capcom were paying the license agreements for Max to have Marvel characters on Assist Me on YouTube. Right? That's how different that age of everything is, right? So
what you're saying here is Capcom paid a guy to have his characters on his stream to make money off him. Just saying. Did they do it for anyone else?
Like, it just started out. Who knows how many people knew this was illegal or knew this was like... I'd hate to know how many people...
No, well, you're right here. Because it... And if you'd watched... Because they say it in that podcast, the one with TotalBiscuit and all that, they talk about this contract. The guy who leaked the contract says, I saw contracts for E3 and Comic-Con and all that, and they always had that block at the bottom that says you have to disclose that it's a promotion. He said he saw this promotion, which was from January, I think it was January 10 to February 9th, was when it was posted on NeoGAF. But he saw it in November, and he noticed that wasn't on it. And then he started going back and checking the other ones and realizing, oh, that's weird because it's not on it. And then it blew up like months later, and everyone was talking about it.
Had actually done brand deals like this before the Xbox one got like leaked or whatever, and like we're like looking at their screens when it happened, and we're like, fuck, dude, I didn't know, you know, like fuck, I didn't know that.
Badly about it, so they had to say
to a certain extent,
like, if I shit on the floor, that's the best. I love that shit. I love it. It's great. I'm gonna go get another shit from the stores. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look, precious little snowflake. Doesn't like it when I make a poo joke. You should get a shit too and play with it and rub it all over your hands. It's so much fun. And they got paid for it.
Chat.
Boy, it looks like...
Oh, convenient. Oh, I'm going to skip the guy that has a big following that everyone knows from back there. Yeah, I'm going to skip that.
It's going to be Microsoft
I've watched
Machinima.
I'll go back and watch it.
See, notice he says not one fucking word about AlphaOmegaSin. If I'm so wrong, how come AlphaOmegaSin's video is not a hit piece, mate? Where's your commentary on AlphaOmegaSin? He doesn't even do YouTube anymore. Where's that? Where's that feedback, huh? Huh? Oh, you just conveniently leave that out. Okay. honest
I'm just gonna
person.
skip
You
that
know when they
because
call
this
me
is about
liar
him,
out
not-
there. Oh, okay, it's about the guy
They're
with less
lying.
views. That's why I'm going to skip
I
it.
may get things wrong, make mistakes. I've never outwardly put up a video to lie. I literally have burnt bridges my whole life over fierce honesty. I don't believe in lying. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
It's
I
fair,
lost
dude. I hate
everything
liars
over
too.
it. To stick up for what's right. But that's what you got to do to invoke change. We live in a world where everyone lies about everything constantly, and all the other people, they lie too because they're scared of confrontation. I'm not. If you're lying, I'll fucking tell you you're lying. You know. And here's the thing. He signed up with all these other YouTubers. They got paid to say how great Xbox One is and Killer Instinct. And then it blew up. Someone leaked the contract. And I'm going to have links to this video in the description. And then it became a huge thing where it was talked about all over YouTube about the Xbox Machinima contract. A lot of people that did these videos didn't mention YouTubers, like I said. But if you go to the source site that where the news was broken, NeoGAF, they had the list of YouTubers that were on it. And Max was one of the people on it. At the time, he had 212,000 subscribers. Right? Now, like I said, again, I got no
Okay, this
problem
is the
with it.
first thing, right? Okay. This information is sourced from NeoGAF, which seems akin. I don't know the website personally, but it's like a forum for gaming.
NeoGAF was as popular as Reddit back at this time. He doesn't know because he was in school. That's my point about you don't know you weren't around back then. See how he goes, it's some forum. GAF, Gaming Age Forum. That's what GAF is, by the way. NeoGAF, Gaming Age Forum.
He got this information from a forum for gaming on a website called Poptent that does not exist anymore.
Of course it doesn't, because Machinima was deleted. Machinima was owned by Warner Brothers. They shut down the whole thing. Poptent is the promo like site, that sub-site that like Machinima sets up. They're like, hey, there's a new Poptent promo. Mine was called Guerrilla campaigns, you know, and they send you all this make money and all this shit, you know, and this is why I did maybe one or two, and they were, because I didn't have to shill, I didn't have to say anything, I just put basically a trailer, check out this Heat trailer, and then I showed the Heat trailer. They sent me like a clip from the Heat, and then it had a link to the trailer in the description. I was quite happy to do that. You're fully in control if you want to see the Heat movie or not. It was a clip from the movie, and then my video. The problem I had was that then they took, 20th Century Fox claimed the whole video as theirs. They didn't pay me at all for the promotion. They said, oh, it's American viewers only. When I clicked on it, it didn't say that. Then they sent me back the screenshot saying America only. Like, what the fuck? It's just YouTube views. And they're trying to then say, oh, no, it's certain views. And this put me off so bad. I then said, well, I want my video back. You know, because they claimed that they own the whole video. And I'm like, you don't have the rights to claim you own my whole fucking video. Because I put a 1 minute clip at the start. And eventually I did. I got it released. I got that video back. But yeah, that just, it put me off so bad that I never did another promotion again. They would email me every fucking day. Make money. It's all just a bullshit scam unless you have huge viewers, you know, and people like Max, they side these things up because they know they're going to make a shitload of money. They don't care about, you know, having a conscience when they do it.
You cannot go to this website. We don't know where Poptent, I don't know what Poptent is. It looks like a news website. We don't know where their information came from. We don't know where it was sourced from. We don't know what the fuck that is.
You know why you don't know? Because you didn't watch the video that I sourced in the description where they explain exactly what Poptent is. How it's a promotion thing, that's where the promotions come from. It was part of Machinima. That's what fucking Poptent is. You'd know if you did some research. I thought you did 10 minutes of basic research and you knew everything. And that's why I'm saying, because I was around, I know about all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who think they're making bonus CPM from using the hashtag, but the bottom line is you have to sign up through Poptent, or you're just uploading a video with a hashtag on it that means absolutely nothing, and you think you're getting bonus CPM, but you're not, because you have to sign up through Poptent and you have to submit your video through Poptent, as far as I'm aware. Just uploading your video don't work.
So, also for the sake of the audience, what is Poptent? I mean, they come across a little bit as like a sort of a clearinghouse for these opportunities, because we also know this was not a unique incident. That was just Microsoft. EA has participated in this, and I assume that there are other companies, be it games or otherwise, that engage in this kind of incentive-based, I guess, advertising.
Yep. Right now, we're at the top of Poptent. It says something about 5-hour energy. Driving people to 5-hour energy admins if you want to get in on that.
Is it a website? Is it a service? How would you describe what Poptent is?
I wasn't even aware of Poptent until just a few days ago when I went and looked at the advertisement, because that's where searching for the advertisement brought me to Poptent, and I found Poptent. But from what I can tell, it's just something that kind of drives brands to YouTubers. YouTubers get an opportunity to promote these brands, make some bonus CPM. I'm not sure if they have responsibilities or YouTube powers beyond that as far as getting people other things. But from what I can tell, they just drive potential ads to YouTubers.
Everybody was in the Machinima network for Mortal Kombat because Warner Brothers ended up buying it, and Warner Brothers and Machinima had some deal going on. I know they were putting money in before they fully owned it or something, I don't know. And all the YouTubers or content creators I know, they all joined Machinima for the Mortal Kombat Legacy promotions that were on Machinima. And I read about Machinima, I read the contract, and I hated it. And then I found videos online of people like trash talking Machinima, when not signing it, and that's why I was then offered deals to join like Boom or Full Screen or different MCNs. I would get like emailed every week, join our MCN, join our MCN. This is what YouTube was like back then. They wanted people with really good views, and my views were great until Google shadow banned my channel. And that's why I don't get a lot of views now, because I'm shadow banned, and I set my channel for adults only. All these other content creators that keep whinging, I have to make it black and white. That's because they're not being honest about their content. They're showing literally a game that is for adults, an R-rated Mortal Kombat game that is super fucking gory, and they're just expecting to put it on YouTube uncensored, like so some fucking kid can see it, and then wondering why they're getting demonetized for not making it black and white. Yeah, they can make it black and white to get around it, of course, because there are no kids watching. If you put it up full color and your channel's for adults only, it doesn't get demonetized. That's what I do, because I'm honest.
And Max's name is on it, right? Like, that's why I say if Max accepted it, because it's like, where is this information sourced from?
The content's posted from fucking Poptent. They talked about it in the podcast you didn't watch.
Dude, like, where's your citations? What is your proof
in the
that
podcast
this is real?
you didn't
And
watch?
every YouTuber on this list was actually on there. How did they get that information? How was that information?
Because see, he doesn't know because he's not part of an MCN. The way it worked, I don't even know if I'm not part of an MCN anymore anyway, because everyone was kicked off them. But the way it worked back then was when you'd go to these promotions, right? You'd go into the page. I don't have a screenshot because I'm not in MCNs anymore and I didn't ever take screenshots. But I'd see this, right? The way they'd entice you to join a promotion. So let's say it was like talk about how great Killer Instinct promotion is, right? It would then list everybody else who was in, like, let's say Machinima on the list who joined it. So if Max joined it, his name was then added to a list. And that's what that list is. That's the list of posted people that joined it. And that's what it would do. It'd make a big long list to entice you. You'd then say, oh, fuck, everyone's getting in on this. I should get on this too. Everybody's joining this promotion. This is the thing to do. That's what they do. And that's what that list is. That's posted from Poptent for Machinima.
Acquired. And was it acquired legally?
I didn't make this up. Someone just leaked it. I sat there and I made up all these names and all these links. I didn't know half these fucking people on these YouTube channels.
At that point, because we're talking morals here, that's morally wrong if they acquired it illegally. What is this? What is this information? What's your proof that this is real? Because the proof is the burden of the accuser, dude. And this doesn't seem like proof. This is a website that no longer exists anymore, on a forum website that just lists a bunch of YouTubers.
Forum website. It's on NeoGAF. Yes, it's a forum website. But see how I tried to discredit the information by saying it's some random forum. That site doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, site from fucking 10 years ago. Of course it doesn't exist anymore. Machinima doesn't exist anymore. Warner Brothers bought it and then locked all the content. You know, so that's why that's not around anymore. And like I said, if you watch that podcast or TotalBiscuit and all of them, they explain in detail this whole thing. But you didn't watch it. Fair enough. It's like an hour and a half long, but you didn't watch it.
Who were a part of Machinima at the time. Like, yeah, it's not hard to find out that Max was a part of a part of Machinima, but what proof do you have that he accepted the agreement?
The fact that it says Max Christensen accepted the campaign, it's right there on your screen. You want to say this is fake? See how he's trying to paint this as fake? If this was fake, he would reply immediately and say, this is bullshit. This is fake. Did he reply? No, because it wasn't fake. It was 100% fucking accurate.
Because all I'm seeing is a forum with a link to a website that doesn't exist anymore, and then a bunch of YouTubers that were a part of Machinima. Doesn't seem like proof to me, dog.
If you got younger guys grew up watching him and think he's great and everything, that's fine. I was watching him back then, and I don't like when people try and, you know, give you false information or do shit for money. There it is, that's number 57. And dodgy. And that's just the way I look at it. And he might be different now. All the rules have changed around advertising now as a result of this sort of thing.
What was that?
Like I said, it's...
Okay, let me look that up because I missed that piece of information. This is official FTC government. So
what he does here, he goes off on some side spin where he tries to say, Max's name's not on here, so it's not true. The FTC, not lawsuit or whatever, they went after Machinima. And they don't mention YouTubers' names at all in here. They mentioned like 2 as examples of channels that were used. And those 2, one of them wasn't Max, of course. But this whole thing is basically FTC going after Machinima. And he's saying, but Max's name's not on it, so it's not true. This is what he's doing.
Max is mentioned here. It's real. Which the complaint's real, dude. The shit was illegal, right? Shit was actually illegal.
Yeah, it
no
was.
names. There'd be a whole lot longer than this. I want to make sure I actually did the fucking right. Yeah, so Max. Okay. Here's this, actually. Yeah, again, it just links back to that website, right?
Because that's
it just
the
links
proof.
back to a fucking forum, dog. The Rad Brad was on it. This list, okay, this apparently lists 2 people. Adam Dahlberg, the 2 video reviews. Sky vs. Gaming. Tom Castle. The Syndicate Project. Okay, so there's those 2 names.
Yeah, and that's why they're example names. They don't. The FTC aren't going after those YouTubers. They're going after Machinima for making the promotion.
Those were the only 2 names released, so we don't have anything official. It's a forum. It's a
Doesn't know how
gaming
contracts
forum
work.
with dead links to a website that I've never even fucking heard of. Yeah, so there's our.
I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of NeoGAF. Now, as a result of this sort of thing, like I said, this is 10-year-old drama.
I agree.
You know,
Andrew.
maybe he does everything on the level now. Everything fine. You know, I don't know. But for me, who was around back then and knows what he did...
How do you know what he did, brother? How do you know? Again, your only source of proof is a form, dude.
A forum, a NeoGAF forum that has been since verified by TotalBiscuit, Jason Schreier, Kotaku, you know, all of those guys, AlphaOmegaSin, the NES Punk, all those guys. Yeah, they're all lying. Yeah, all of those guys are lying. Yep. Yeah, sure. And how do I know? Because if it was a lie and you're a big YouTuber, you come out and say, that's bullshit. I never did that. And did any of the people on that list come out and say that? No. You know why? Because they all fucking signed it.
A gaming forum with links to a dead website that you can't even...
Yeah, it's dead because it's 10 years old. Machinima's gone. See how he tries to cite this as proof that my proof isn't proof? You see that shit? It's not there anymore. It's not true because it can't be verified. That's what he's saying. It was verified in 2014. And like I said, show me where they've replied and said, nah, it's not true. That's bullshit. They haven't because it is true. And they know people out there have screenshots, have lists of their names next to theirs. And that's why no one said a fucking thing.
Of course. You can't even cite now. You can't see where they got their information from. What was that proof?
Every time he says something, I question it.
That's fine. Question
because of that. That's what the whole point of the video was. Because of the fact that before MKX, when he talked about old Mortal Kombat, he'd trash it. And this is something that other people have even said, yeah, Max doesn't like the old MKs. That's fine, right? But then when you've got now 3 things and you're out, by the way, with me. I got the 3-strike scale, right? So he's on 2. If you talk badly about MK, and then you're paid to say that this is great, when it's illegal and against the law and you shouldn't be doing it, that's 2 strikes. And that's why now here we are. Whenever he says something, I'm just like, you know, I just think a lot of the time he's just keeping the companies happy. They all love him because he talks about all these games. He talks about.
I've said this before. I said this talking to my wife. We basically came to the same conclusion. Max is a positive dude. He's always been outwardly positive.
Always. You do not know this person. You don't know him either. You should hear the shit that I'm hearing about him now since this video went up. I got some big people with big connections telling me stuff about Max. Like I said, I'm gonna dive into them, and I'm gonna get the full story on those. And if they're what I'm hearing, I'm gonna fucking put that content up too. Then we'll see how your hero looks.
On basically everything that he's talked about, it is rare to see Max actually like upset, pissed off, or disparaging a game or something like that in any type of negative way. One of the rare times was a few nights ago on stream, dude. He was miserable playing Mortal Kombat 1. It was hard to watch because that's not how Max is. So if him being
so he doesn't want to say Mortal Kombat 1 sucks like we do because he wants to still shill for the company. This is proof. Yeah, but your proof is he's a positive dude. If you don't like something, you should fucking say you don't like it. You shouldn't sit there and go, and softball it like, I don't really like Mortal Kombat 1. It's not really fun. No, if it's shit, if you don't like it, rip into it and say why you don't like it. You should be totally fucking honest. And the fact that these people are never mad, never upset about something bad means that they're untrustworthy. They're not being fully honest with you. They're giving softball bullshit fucking criticism going, I don't really like this game, like, because they just don't want to piss off the publisher. That's what it's all about.
Outwardly positive and just a positive person gets him more brand deals. What the fuck ever, dude? Like, if he is himself and gets brand deals because he's a positive person.
No, he gets brand deals because he's a positive person and he wants money. You just exposed him. Thanks. That's exactly what I'm saying. He would take all the brand deals and not give a shit and be like, yeah, Killer Instinct's the best thing ever, you should go buy it. You know, he was literally part of that contract, the one on NeoGAF, and he couldn't say that it was bad. He couldn't paint Microsoft in a negative light. It's on the screenshot that I showed earlier. Can't do that. So if he keeps being positive and keeps doing softball answers and bullshit, they're going to keep giving him deals. So it just goes to show that he is for sale. Your hero's for sale. Because he's not fully honest when something is shit. He's not, instead of just not taking the deal and not doing that or going, fuck this, or I hate this game. This game sucks. It's boring. I can't play Mortal Kombat 1 anymore. He won't do any of that because he doesn't want to sacrifice all the brand deals. Like, and you're even backing this up by saying that. This is proof. He can't be fully honest.
And he put that into his content. Who fucking cares? Oh shit, he's a good person. He's a good person.
Who cares?
He's faking it. That's why he's getting the brand deal. Like, I don't understand the sentiment there. The dude has been a positive person since he started doing content creation. He
just said it. He's faking it. So as long as you're lying to everybody and faking it and being positive, you're a good person. Yeah, I should go and play a game that I totally fucking hate. What's that? Dustborn. I should go play Dustborn and say how much I like it. How much of a great game Dustborn is. I love being called racist and all this shit. And all the little, shots they take at, like, straight guys and Republicans. And, I'm going to say, this game's kind of fun, actually. I kind of like it. Yeah, I'm going to take that so I can get all my brand deals. Yeah, I am a good person. I'm going to use my audience and not be honest at all to them when I hate a fucking game. Yeah, right.
Hardly ever see him be negative. It is a rare occasion. Yeah, exactly. Being positive in your life isn't always a bad thing. I end up being negative, right? I'm negative a lot about Mortal Kombat 1. I try to be positive. Like, when the whole Floyd thing came out, Conan, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on Conan here in a little bit. I like Conan. He's cool, right? He's kind of fun. Even if he's a little basic, he's fun. He's funny. He's well designed, right? I try to be as positive as I can, but when something is bad, nothing gets better by saying it's fun. And in Mortal Kombat 1's case, they've proven that from MK11 to MK1. That's why I'm negative. When I talk about Street Fighter 6, dude, it's only flowers.
I actually agree with him here. I agree with this point. But when you've got someone who's always positive, all the time, 100% of the time, can you trust them really? It's like the serial killer that's super nice to you. He's super nice. He can be trusted. He's always nice. He helps me carry my bags. You know, he offers me a lift home, but then later on he slits my throat, cuts me up into pieces, and buries the body because I trusted him because he was nice to me all the time. I agree, though. He's right. You should be, if something's crap, you should say it's crap. That's how we get change. That's why I've been ripping into MK1 and 11, like him. You know, my channel has been around since 2006 on YouTube. And most of it, I would say 95% of my videos are positive about Mortal Kombat. It's just that the last two games have had dumb shit in them that I don't like. And unlike Max, I'm not going to go, oh, I don't really like it how they make Sindel crap. No, I'm going to rip into it because it's dog shit what they did to Sindel. And I'm going to rip into anything on MK1 that sucks. However, excuse me, with the Floyd thing, mate, I've been one of the ones championing for them to make a secret character since 2008 when they took secret characters away in MKDC, and every game after it, every time a game came out, in the reviews or the content, you have to go back and look through my channel, through the videos. I'm not doing it. I can't be bothered. I know what I said. I just don't know when I said it. I said we need to have secret characters back in MK. We're losing something. One of the best things ever was in, and you could see the decline of it, in Deception. You had 12 characters unlocked. That was the best. You did the crypt, you found all the keys, you unlocked everything. And then when Deception came out later on another system, those 12 characters became 6, and they wanted to have most unlocked from the start. And I remember thinking, no, that's crap. Why'd they do that? You know? And then Armageddon came out, and then there were only 2 unlockable characters. Kind of different for Armageddon, though, because it was like you can be anybody sort of from the start, I guess. It sort of has that going for it. And you had to unlock Meat and Taven, I think it was. Was it Meat? Or was it Taven and Dagon? I don't remember. It's been a long time. Anyway, you had to unlock 2 characters on the left and on the right side. So, you know, I've been complaining about that. And then, you know, and then there were none. There were no unlockables in MKDC. MK9 had unlockable fights. But no unlockable characters. It was just DLC. And then same with 10, and then same with 11, and then 1. I've been complaining the whole time. Bring back secret characters. Bring back unlockables. It's because people like me who complain, and I know the MK teams watch my videos, they've told me, and believe me, they watch the toxic people just as much as they watch the positive people, because they want to know what people don't like in Mortal Kombat. They're not going to just watch the videos of people going, Mortal Kombat's the greatest thing ever, I love Mortal Kombat. Because if everybody just says that, they don't need to watch any videos then, at all. They want to know, what don't people like about Mortal Kombat or the current game? What can they change or fix or add that would make people happy? And Floyd was one of those things. All my videos lately have been about Floyd. That's why this video is so late. I was doing so much Floyd content. Then I've been talking to some other people. I've been in Lynx's stream watching her paint the Floyd statue, meeting those new content creators, you know, and, you know, just it's a whole different world with them because they're from a different community on YouTube, you know, and it's been kind of fun talking to them, you know, and the Floyd thing is excellent. Like, that's, the community came together, and that's why I wanted it back. This is one of the reasons. There wasn't any negativity. Everyone wanted to fight Floyd. Everyone was sharing information. How do you do it? I had several YouTubers, big YouTubers, dropping into my stream. Did you get Floyd yet? Do you know how to get Floyd? Mate, I did like 4 streams before I got Floyd. I was given wrong information at the start. So I was like one of the last people to unlock Floyd because I was trying to do it a different way that was incorrect. And, you know, just doing all this stuff and unlocking it and even winning. Like, I never thought I'd beat him. Like, I watch people get owned and I'm like, I have no chance because I'm casual as fuck, right? But I won. I won the second time. I won on the third fight. I beat him, you know? And this was a great thing. And I feel like, and it's a tweet I sent out today, a splinter or a slither of credit belongs to me for being one of the guys that constantly bitched about there being no secret fights in Mortal Kombat anymore. And that Mortal Kombat's losing a bit of its identity by losing these things that made it so great.
Because that game is incredible. It's the best Street Fighter in a long time. In a long fucking time. The only other Street Fighter I have that much fun with is Third Strike. And I have more fun with Third Strike, so I guess that would be the comparison. Tekken 8, fantastic, dude. Fast as fuck. Balls to the wall. You can't block forever. Guess this motherfucker. You know, like, guess 30,000 times in one match. It's fast, it's crazy, combos are big, characters are cool, graphics are awesome, DLC's cool, we got Clive, we're potentially getting Tifa. It's only flowers, bro. Mortal Kombat 1 is a different story. It's boring, it's a slog to play, it's a chore to play. Their marketing practices, their microtransaction practices have been shady, bro. We're paying $10, we were paying $10 for one skin.
I agree with him on all this shit. But then again, he dunks on me by saying that we're old, we're has-been, we have no voice, all this shit. And the reason why that things like those microtransactions, like that Halloween thing, is because everyone panned it. And I was part of that voice. I wasn't just the voice. But, you know, people like me are the first to be outspoken on this. Me and even Fate, because we have no filter. We're Aussie. We say what we mean straight up. Don't care if your feelings get hurt. That's how we are. We just shoot from the hip. I criticize the thing. I don't go after people. I have little nicknames for people like undies, whatever. That's just a little bit of fun. I actually don't go after people. I don't have a toxic community. But you guys pay me that I do, and everything I say is wrong, and I'm a has-been. All this bullshit. But people like me are the ones that affect the most change in the game by pointing out, you know, these dodgy microtransactions. I did a whole thing about how the shop's nefarious, about how they, you know, that mark is really unobvious. It's really unobvious when you have unlocked all the skins and all the shaders, but you're just missing like the gear piece, the fan or the stick. That's why it then shows up as on special for you know, 160 dragon crystals. They don't tell you why. It's because you're missing that one gear piece. And if people knew that, they know no one would fucking buy it. No one cares about a fan or a thing for $1.60. No one's going to pay $1.60 for that, unless it's a really cool gear piece. But they do all these little nefarious things, and I've done a whole bunch of videos on that, about how the shop is dodgy. No one else has. Where's your video on that?
And now we're paying $5 for one skin when we were getting like 4 skins in a pack in MK11 for $5. It's shady. WB's not doing good, NetherRealm's not doing good. I end up being negative in that aspect, but damn, dog,
Good.
damn, someone being positive is not a bad thing. I went off on a tangent.
Someone being positive all the time is a bad thing. It means they're untrustworthy, because they're not being fully objective. You cannot like everything all the time. There's got to be something that you don't like. And if you really are like that, you just like everything. Now, I pity you, because it means you have no criticism in your heart about anything. You're willing to accept anything. Like I said, someone could come in and shit on your living room floor, and you'd be like, oh, well, it looks all right. Smells kind of bad, though. Do you know what I mean? Anybody else would be like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, do you know what I mean? You have to have fire, and you have to have criticism. The negative is a balance for the positive. Yin and fucking yang. That's how it works.
I forgot what my original point was.
Street Fighter, Tekken, blah, blah. He knows the technical ins and outs. And like I said, he does great videos. Sometimes I even watch his videos. It's not, you know, I don't hate him. But I don't fully trust him either. The trust has been lost. That's what stage 2 is. Trust is lost. Stage 3 is... fuck off. I don't talk to you anymore.
I don't think Max is talking to you,
unless you have a reason. See how he has to make this comment? I don't think Max is ever talking to you. I've tweeted at Max. I don't even want to talk to Max. He's a scammer, dude. I've tweeted at him that you're a scammer. Do you know what I mean? He's replied to me on other things. Just, you know, little tweets here and there. But see how he has to attack me by saying, Max would never talk to you because you only have 25,000 subscribers. That's what it's about for these guys. It's about numbers. That's all they give a shit about. That's all they care about. Who's famous. If I was as famous as Max tomorrow, let's say I did a video tomorrow, I blew up, they would be all on my ass trying to get back in my good graces and be like, you know, I just didn't agree with what you were saying. They'd be like trying to like retcon everything, like, you know, and trying to be my best friend. If I had doubled Max viewers tomorrow, they would be all over my ass trying to ride me to success because they already had a connection to me, even though they were talking bad about me. I've had this before. I've had this experience before, and that's all these guys care about. You know, and that's sad because it shouldn't matter. Comments like this don't matter, have nothing to do with this, what we're talking about here, what you've done.
I understand the sense.
Stage 1, I call you into question. Stage 2, I don't trust you anymore. Stage 3, get lost. You know, that's just how I am. 3-strike rule. And, you know...
That was rude, I'm sorry.
This is a video from AlphaOmegaSin. He said it was rude. He made it at the time.
Anyway,
Okay,
So,
I'm skipping this
there's my
part because I
opinions
don't
and
want
thoughts
to
and feelings.
react.
It's
Because he has what, credibility and lots of subscribers? Is that why he's skipping it? Yes.
all
three
legal.
different guys in
That's
one
all I
video.
can say.
Link to the
Okay,
NES
he's
Punk.
leaving a
He
link
did a
to it.
video
Cool.
too. He's
Awesome.
down the bottom for the full thing,
Awesome.
but you can see that everybody covered this at the time. It was big news. But, you know, these YouTubers were scared. A lot of them didn't say his name. And like I said, I can't find any where they are specifically citing Max, but he was one of the big names on the list. There was a lot of big people on that list. You know, and I've got the list here. You can have a look. I'm not keeping anything secret. Here's the NeoGAF list. That's why. And it just pisses me off when you come at me and go, yeah, I can't play fighting games. He's lying about
My wife
Max."
just asked another really good question. Why are you only specifically going after Max?
Don't bring up your wife, bro, because I'm going to reply and you're going to be like, you attacked my wife! Is that why you did it? I told you why! At the start of this video! Your wife wasn't there though, was she? Did you tell her? Did you tell her that it was a reply because of Fate's? The comments made in Fate's fucking YouTube video.
Why is it just Max? There's 84 people.
Because
No, 85.
I used to watch Max! I told you that! I used to watch him all the time for Killer Instinct. And then I found out he was for sale. That's why.
With Nick Sheets being unnumbered at the bottom. There are 85 people on this list.
I don't know anybody else on that fucking list. I don't know who Lalo is. I don't think I know anyone. Like, most of the names I've perused on that list, I don't even know. I knew the Max one, though, because... And that's how I found out about it. A video mentioned Max that I watched. And then they had the link to this in the description. I don't remember which video. I don't remember who it was. I just remember that's how I found this list. I was linked to it by a YouTube video back in 2014.
And you're going after Max specifically. You're making a whole big video about the situation. You have based it entirely around Max doing wrong. But the Rad Brad is right there.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know who that is. They're all guilty. I made a video on Max because I used to watch Max. Hello, I don't know who Rad Brad is. Who the fuck is that? I don't even watch that guy, man. Yes, they're all guilty. The whole fucking list. Are you happy? I never said they weren't.
Dude. And he is still making
Deflect
bank
much?
doing YouTube videos. He
Can
still
you
puts
deflect
them out
much?
fucking daily, son. And you're not going after him. You're not going after any of these other dudes. You're going after Max specifically.
Yeah.
And I get you want to give us your opinion on why you don't trust Max or anything
that's
else,
right.
but do you mention not trusting any of these other?
I showed you the picture. It's right there. You're talking about it. What do you mean I don't mention it? I've showed the picture twice in my video of all the names on the list.
Do you not trust the Rad Brad playing a single player video game? Like, I'm confused. Like, it feels like a hate bummer.
Lying, my hero. My hero would never do anything wrong. Bullshit. And that's just the way I look at it. Now, look, he might not have wronged you, but basically he has wronged me by going through a false campaign for money. Give me money. I only care about money. I have no conscience. Was the word
I remember this point in the video. He loses his entire train of thought for like 10 seconds.
I will lie for money. That's what he did. And he might not have been lying about Killer Instinct being a good or bad game. But you're not allowed. It's illegal. You are not allowed to say a product's good without disclosing it. And they knew it. And back then, they were told, don't say anything. And that was on the contract, and they signed it. That's where I have the problem, right? Because they were told, you're not allowed to say anything bad about the company. Also, something I left out, they never put up an apology for this stuff when they all got outed. None of these people, as far as I know, did anything. But like I said, I don't watch most of that list. I only really watch Max, as far as I know, on that list. I never saw an apology video for him for that stuff. And they still signed it right there. They should have went, that's dodgy. I'm not signing that. Because that's where your objective... The fact is, like I said, if it wasn't true that NeoGAF, he would have replied and went, this is bullshit. Or, you know, once he got caught, he would have said sorry. But the fact that he didn't do that, I know what you're going to say, that's proof he didn't do it. It's been already exposed that he signed into this contract. That's where the list comes from, and that's why it was posted on NeoGAF. He accepted it on Poptent. That's where being objective at all on these products went out the
It
window.
was illegal not to.
I'm not a liar.
I don't know how many people knew.
All the proof's here. You can watch all the... Doesn't matter. See, here's the thing, right? They might not have known that it was illegal or not illegal, the FTC thing. But here's the thing. They knew that they weren't allowed to say that you weren't allowed to paint Microsoft in a negative light. It was on that... This is what keeps getting glossed over. The picture, the screenshot, and it's from Rise, but it was the same content for all the Xbox launch games. That's what was going on at the time. So that screenshot was from Rise, but they had one for Killer Instinct. They had them for all the different Microsoft launch titles, and that's how they were boosting. Now, it wasn't even an Xbox promotion talking about Xbox. It was to talk about Microsoft and games and like launch titles. That's what they were doing, which will be important coming up. Videos, go watch AlphaOmegaSin, go watch Pat the NES Punk, and go watch the guys with TotalBiscuit who broke this news back in the day. They did a massive podcast. All the links are down below. Right? And then you can go look at the NeoGAF screenshots if you want.
My question is, before he moves
So he says nothing, and then he brings up a question. Let's see what his question is.
on, because he moves off into like a completely different topic that we're also going to be like talking about. It's been a problem in the Mortal Kombat community. Here's my question, dude. What would you have done? It's easy to sit back and say what you would have done in a situation where you weren't offered the same deal.
See this? He says he thinks I wasn't offered deals. I already explained earlier how I was offered deals every week, multiple times a week. Here's the screenshots. And like I said, when this Heat thing went, they wanted to steal a video, didn't pay me a fucking cent for that promotion because American viewers only, and they say I didn't get 1,000 American viewers. I'm like, this is so dodgy. There's no way to even track this information. I'm like, I am not doing this shit again. No way. And they email me constantly every time. Guerrilla promotions, make dollars. Here's the screenshots. Never did them. So what would you have done? You asked the question. What would you do? I showed you what I did. Nothing. I didn't sign any of them after the Heat promotion. Fuck that. Scam. It's all bullshit.
I'm not saying it's right. It's definitely not right. Are you seriously that morally good? Right?
Yes.
You wouldn't have even thought
Yeah, I
about
am.
it? I don't know.
I am.
have a hard time.
I'm
with people
seriously
like this, where
that
it's like,
morally good.
What would you have done in his position? Would you have made the same decision? Would you have stood on your morals and not done that to talk
Exactly. That's exactly what I would have fucking done. Exactly. 100%. Thanks.
about like something that you already liked? Like, what would you have done? Again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not justifying it. If Max really did do that, it's illegal, dog. But that's not gonna, like, here's my thing, dude. I don't know if this, like, if Max did it, is this supposed to ruin, like, my trust of Max forever? People make mistakes, bro.
But here's the thing. I say in the video, you can watch him, you can be a fan. I don't care. Maybe he's changed now. Maybe he's different now. I've said all that stuff, and he still comes after me saying, you can do that, I can do that. He doesn't talk about the fact that I already mentioned that in the video. You can ride Max's dick. I don't give a shit. The reason why I don't like him, the video was about me, why I don't like him, was this reason. And to answer you, yes, I am this morally good. Go back through my YouTube channel. Feel free. See how many promotions you find. You're not going to find any. You're going to find that one Heat one that I did. I think there was like maybe one other one that I did. Because I found a video in my full screen folder, which had all my branding, had all my information. It had like the full screen joystick, full screen arcade and all this. And then it became Screw Attack. I found 2 videos in a folder like I did 2 promotions. But I don't remember doing the other one. I don't know if I was going to do it and didn't do it and I had it in that folder. I don't know. And I can't show the clips because they'll ding me as copyright. But I can show the screenshot of the video. They just had a number like 123 or 126 or something. I don't know. They were just attached to these guerrilla promotions. You downloaded the content and then you made the video and updated your description.
People make mistakes, especially back then in 2014, where like all of these brand deals were like super new. Like it was a big thing that like creators were having to get like legal teams and legal advisors to work their way around all of this copyright law. And
I said that in the video. I've said that. If you can watch him now, things might be different now. I already said that, but he tries to paint me that I didn't say that. This is why I hate this fucking video. Like, this is just a shit take. I said this already. I said, you can watch him, you can be a fan. Maybe he's different now. I said all these things. But you don't mention that. You go, who cares? Why does it matter? Like, you try and deflect. Like, I never said this stuff. You try and spin. Don't try and spin with me. It won't work.
All of these laws when it came to promotion and shit like that. That's why YouTube has an integrated system now to let you, to like literally explain to you, like, hey, if you have an ad in this video, you have to disclose it. We have a button now, you can disclose it. It's why it has an integrated system now, because people were having to get like legal advisors back then. Bigger content creators, they were having to get legal teams to work through these contracts and make sure they weren't going to get fucked.
See, it's funny how he talks about this stuff, and maybe he's read about it now, maybe he's experienced now, but I was actually doing it back in 2014 while he was in school. And the reason, like I said, the reason why this comes up is I'm not a new hand at this. I didn't just get offered promotions and shit now. I've had this going on for years. I know about this industry. And he talks about it like he's a long-lost veteran going back to 2014. I mean, were you making videos back then, dude? Did you know about how it worked back then? Or did you just read about it? You just read about it, bro. Like, I was offered a copy of Mortal Kombat 1 by Warner Brothers, but they offered it to me too late. I had the same thing. I had the product provided by WB Seal. It would have been on the videos. I would have done all that. I read the contract, but they gave the game to me too late. They gave it to me 2 hours before it hit the shelves in Australia. 2 hours! I couldn't record shit in time. I couldn't record a video review. I couldn't play the game and make a review in 2 hours, edit and upload, and have a video ready to go. They gave it to me late, so I just replied back, delete the contract, delete that I signed it, I want nothing to do with it. I'm just going to talk about my paid copy of the game. I don't want to use your Warner Brothers seal. I don't want anything to do with it. And she replied back and went, yep, sure, no problem. I've torn up the contract. I went, thank you.
But people make mistakes, dude. People are allowed to make mistakes. Have you never made a mistake?
I said that in the video.
Come on. You never made an illegal mistake. That's fair enough. I have definitely made illegal mistakes. I am not perfect. An illegal mistake can be smoking before you're old enough. Can be drinking before you're old enough. Have you ever done drugs? My God.
No.
Have you ever sped? Have you ever did a roll?
Have I ever done drugs? No. Not illegal drugs. I've taken a headache tablet and stuff. Have I sped? Yes, everybody's ever sped before. What else did you say?
And go through a stop sign. That's an illegal mistake.
Yep, done that.
You just didn't get caught for it. Not
No, I didn't get caught for it.
Not as major, but if we're talking illegal mistakes, that's a broad spectrum, homie. You know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it either. I mean, I've taken some frowned upon sponsorships. I did Raid Shadow Legends. Not a lot of people would agree with that. Yeah, it's a broad spectrum. Like, an illegal mistake can be a very broad spectrum, and I give leeway. Because I have enough trouble in the modern era of YouTube working my way around, like, brand deals and sponsorships. Yeah, you say you're older, Monger. Did you ever burn CDs? Did you ever use...
It's not illegal to burn a CD, by the way.
What was it, LimeWire?
Yeah.
Yep, I used LimeWire, I used Kazaa Lite, I used Winamax, I used all of them, and Napster.
LimeWire? Did you burn a CD? Have you ever been on the Pirate Bay?
Yeah, it was on the Pirate Bay last night, actually.
Yeah.
Not illegal to go on the Pirate Bay, by the way.
Ever been on the Pirate Bay, dog?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not illegal to go on the Pirate Bay.
Come on now.
See, he doesn't understand copyright law. It would be illegal for me to download something that I don't have the rights to, but it's not illegal to go on the Pirate Bay, and it's not illegal for me to burn a CD.
It's similar. That's legally binding, bro. You can go to jail. Okay?
No, you can't. You can't go to jail for burning a CD. I have backups of data on this computer. That's not illegal. They're just backups, dude. They're just a CD. I burn a CD. That's not immediately go to jail. Same with the Pirate Bay. You can download something that's actually legal off the Pirate Bay, believe it or not. Even though most of it is just, movies and bullshit and software. There are legal things on the Pirate Bay you can download. There are.
I read a car. Anyway, let's continue.
By the way, I would download a car if you could. Oh, yeah. If I'm a...
Why are you making me relive my emo face? Exactly! We've all done it! We've all done it! That's my thing, dude!
The other thing, too, is, it's kind of funny that he brings up, oh, you must be this huge pirate. I mean, look at my fucking background. It's all official physical media that I spent thousands of dollars on. What? Here, look, Twin Peaks. Hey, look. Paid for. What a shock. Oh, what do we got down here? The shield. Paid for. This one isn't even open. What? Robot chicken. Paid for. Huh. Yeah, what do we got over here? Up here. Here we go. My friend just gave me this. The Hitcher 4K. Paid for. Imported from the UK. Well, here we go. Blu-rays. What do we got here? Fire in the Sky. An import exclusive. Haven't watched this one yet. Paid for. Funny that. What else? What do we got down here? We got some CDs. Remember CDs? Yeah. Here we go. Look. Here we got an Indiana Jones CD. Paid for. Here we have a cassette tape. That's how fucking old I am. Paid for. Madonna. Kind of a dumb argument to make that I'm this huge pirate when all of this shit is paid for, including all the games up there, all the collector's editions. I paid for those too.
Dude, we've all done something illegal. Everybody.
How's that illegal?
We had the commercials. You wouldn't pirate a car. And then, motherfucker, we got on LimeWire and got the entire Breaking Benjamin CD album downloaded, burned, and we're playing it in our mom's car, dude. Or at least I was. I'm only...
He admits to a crime on camera. You shouldn't do that, bro. Yes, we've all downloaded stuff we don't have the rights to. Everybody's done that.
26. Little love CDs, you know, shit like that, homie. And you could get in a lot of trouble for that. You still can. You can go to jail for a long time.
Why are you
You can
admitting it on
still go
camera
to jail
then?
for a long time for that shit.
What the fuck?
Like a long fucking time.
Why then how come all these people are saying the same thing?
Wait, huh? I remember watching this last night and I'm like, man got aggressive.
Oh, so aggressive. More aggressive than this video? Mate, this isn't aggression. This is passion. You don't know aggression. You have no clues. You must be a snowflake, bro. But TotalMK's a liar. If I'm a liar, then how come all these people are saying the same thing? I've been around. I'm an old head, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking old. Yeah.
How old is this guy again? Like 35, 40? Fucking 30 years old. We got a 30-year-old man calling me fucking ugly on a goddamn social media website. He's 34!
He's at the store manipulating
the age
people,
of my
right?
dad!
Old and wise. I've been around for a lot of this shit. A lot of you guys were young. You know, and you put your hero max on a pedestal. Don't put your heroes on a pedestal. If TotalMK says, you know, I don't like him and there's a reason for it, maybe you should listen instead of getting all bent out of shape and say that I'm rage baiting.
I have listened and you have given me
fucking
no type
rage
of
baiter. I've given you no proof, really. Okay, again, the NeoGAF post of the contract from Poptent that was verified by all those guys on the stream that you didn't watch. You know, it was verified by also other YouTubers like AlphaOmegaSin and Pat the NES Punk. How is that not proof, bro? Seriously. Rage baiters. All the people who've called me a rage baiter have made videos on me rage baiting, video about me. Mr. Mike Hollow. You know, I saw your little bullshit rant on Tooten's stream. Now, see how he's smiling and nodding his head? That's because this guy is part of Mike's Hollow's little toxic community. I warned him. I said, you should stay away from that community. They're bad. And he was like, But, you know, when me or Fate says anything bad, like undies, he just sits there like all serious, like, I don't think of it like that. And then behind he goes, oh, they're being toxic. I don't really like their content. They're toxic. That's how he talks about us. But when Mike Hollow comes in and says something toxic, bashes us, calls us stinky, smelly, yellow teeth, gets all his mods to do nothing, lets them constantly harass us, you know, gets his friend Sikander to constantly tweet at me all this shit, all this abuse, and you think it's funny. Really? Isn't that telling? You call Fate rage beta, but you make videos on everyone. Alana Pierce, blah blah, Underdog Gaming, TotalMK's Total Joke. You're a fucking rage beta. Don't think you can spin it It doesn't work on me, mate. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck how much you disrespect me. The Mortal Kombat team respects me. They know me. They're still friends with me. I still talk to them. Do they talk to you? Watch him get mad here. I know what he's going to say. What does that mean? What does that... I've watched this video before, but he doesn't understand why I mentioned it. He's just going to say, it's ego. You watch. Because I know he says it, but the reason why I bring it up was if I was a bad creator, if I was disingenuous, if I hated Mortal Kombat, and if I was super toxic towards people, none of them would talk to me, ever. I wouldn't be on their Facebooks. I wouldn't be friends with them. They wouldn't be following me on Twitter. They wouldn't be liking my tweets when I beat Floyd. They wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. That is why I mention it. They know me. They've met me face to face. They know I am completely genuine when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Like, I love it. Even when I'm shitting on it, I love it. They know this. If they thought I was just a bad person shitting on it for views, do you think they'd give me the fucking time of day? No, they wouldn't. And he fails to pick this up. He just thinks it's ego, bragging. And maybe you could take it as that, I guess. But there is a dual meaning in what I am saying. I am saying they would not give me the time of day if I was a bad person. I've never seen them talk to Mike Hollow. I mean, I've had ex-NRS devs on there, but I've never seen a retweet or a tweet from Ed Boon or anyone on the Mortal Kombat team saying, Mike Hollow's got a point. And I think that's very telling, don't you? Because they know his community is toxic as fuck, and they know he's friends with Sikander, who's also there bullying his mum on stream, being super fucking toxic, something that you admitted to me. He's friends with that guy, and you want to be in his community. Okay.
There's where that ego comes in. That ego.
Or do you still have to make videos with everyone to try and get famous? I've been doing this for a long time. I don't care about being famous. I've been doing this for 18 years. Failed YouTube channel. Still do it. Only 25,000 subs.
Like, bro, who cares if you know the devs, dude? Who cares? Are you doing anything about the game that we have balanced right now, or are you talking about Midway? Like, I just don't understand.
He always goes back to, it's Midway. I've been doing Mortal Kombat videos after Midway. See how he's like, oh, he only did videos when it was Midway. Mate, I've done videos of Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11, and Mortal Kombat 1. All NRS and WB games. By the way, they used to send me stuff. There's boxes of stuff here when I was working with them during MK9. They used to send me shirts and pins and stuff when they did send me things. I've even got something called the Mortal Kombat fan kit. Only 5 people in the world got that, thanking me as a genuine Mortal Kombat fan as part of the community. So there you go.
Understand what the point in that statement was directed towards Mike, because Mike is doing a whole lot better right now than all of us combined.
Probably buying his views. You know, he's going to get caught. But, here's the thing. Like I said, Mike's community is toxic as fuck. Look at the comments that these guys made to me. I was in this stream and they were just constantly making this. I went in there just to watch Fate talk, and they just, whenever I defended myself or I said Mike was lying, and yeah, I made a few little negative comments here and there back to people, but they were just constantly doing it, and his mods did nothing about it. And then what a shock when he comes in this stream, because I knew he would. He's going to come in, and before he even says hello to Tooten, he's going to come in and use the same insults on me, saying that he can smell me through the computer screen. And he's going to delete that comment later because he knows I'm going to reply to the video and he's trying to be sneaky. I already saw it. He's got a disgusting community.
You know, he has a voice in this community. People listen to him. And it's not really rage baiting because, you know, people agree mostly with what he has to say.
So when he made a video on me called TotalMK is a total joke, it was rage baiting because everyone knows TotalMK. They know me because I've been around forever on YouTube. And yeah, I made some bad takes on Dark Takeda, a render that Warner Brothers used in an official capacity in a tweet, tweeted out, this is Takeda coming out. They used an unofficial image. It wasn't from the US. It was like Warner in a Latin country or something. And then they used this, they searched the internet, found this dark Takeda render, and used that as the part of the promotion. Something that was immediately deleted and removed the next day. When I saw that this happened, I already put up a retraction, said sorry for it, said I got some things wrong, and, it wasn't really my fault because Warner Brothers used this render. He still went ahead and made a hit piece video on me, even though the retraction was already up. He just did it anyway. He's like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it anyway. Throw TotalMK under the bus. This is a negative and toxic YouTuber. His content is toxic. They just bash people. They have pictures of Fate, like, on their YouTube channel just to make him mad, just to incite more drama, more hatred against Fate. Like, if you don't like him, just don't talk to him. Just don't go to his channel. But you do all this shit to stir up this big hate fucking mob. And that's what you get off on. They get off on this shit, on this drama, going, that guy's stupid, that guy doesn't know anything, he's ill-informed, he didn't do his research, blah, 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 he's got no numbers, this guy does have numbers, all this nonsense. This is what you care about, and you are friends with this guy now. You want to be friends with Mike Hollow, really? One day they'll come for you, man. You'll say something they don't like. They'll come for you. They'll come for your wife. They'll say all sorts of bullshit.
Dude, and maybe that would be the point where I would step back and be like, whoa, if everybody's agreeing with what he has to say about me, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. If people are listening to him and he's a new guy to Mortal Kombat, the devs don't know him, they know me and they don't know him, but people are listening to him instead of me, what am I doing wrong? Everyone loves TMK as a person.
Nobody's listening to Mike. Nobody. He has a little community. He's interjected himself from outside the MK community as someone who's like in the fighting game scene. He starts all these drama videos to try and blow up. He wants to be known. He wants to be in on it. And that's fine. But like I said, I don't like him because I know he's toxic. And I've seen the way he talks to people. And I've seen the way he conducts his channel. I've seen how toxic it is. These comments he makes. His mods don't do anything about it. It's disgusting. I don't allow that behavior in my channel. And it's something that you even say coming up, that you are responsible for your community, keeping it clean, and that Mike doesn't give a shit. He even comes into your chat and immediately talks shit about me, says he can smell me through the computer screen. All this bullshit, and you think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, he knows Ed, dude. He's talked to Ed. He told me some shit that I'm not going to disclose, but...
I appreciate that, and yes, I do know Ed. I've known Ed a long time, and it's not just Mortal Kombat. I've spoken to him, at these events when I used to meet him, when I used to interview him. He knows I'm the real deal. He knows I really give a shit about Mortal Kombat.
Like, he knows Ed. He knows Ed, Which is cool, man. That's cool. But, like, having those connections and shit, like, you don't... Like, Mike still has a voice in the community, and you don't. Like...
Right there. Mike has a voice in the community, and you don't. What are you talking about, bro? First voice on YouTube for Mortal Kombat was me. Still got a voice here. How do I not have a voice in the community when, like, people are liking my shit on Twitter, when the NRS devs and Warner Brothers, well, not Warner Brothers, but the NRS devs are liking my content, liking You Beat Floyd? How do I not have a voice when they're seeing everything I'm saying, they're liking that stuff, still friends with them on YouTube? How do I not have a voice when I'm doing videos talking about what's going on in the industry, DEI, how ex-Midway employees are being passed over for promotions, Lionbridge Games, why isn't John Vogel on story anymore? Mate, I made a tweet, what happened? And I talked about the story writing on the last few games, and it went nuts on YouTube, and because you saw it. Everybody got in on that. It had like 700,000 views or something. I don't know, something crazy. Maybe 400,000. I don't know, something insane. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was retweeting it. It had a whole bunch of likes. It went gangbusters, right? You're saying I don't have a voice in the community. You know how many videos I see now of them going, oh, it's this Dominic guy. And that wasn't my intention. I was saying the writing team has been reduced, and maybe we need to bring back some of those writers to have a better story instead of just one guy doing the whole thing. That was my whole point. And since that tweet went crazy, I've seen several people that I don't even know on YouTube talking about Mortal Kombat bringing up Dominic's name, and they all did it because they saw my tweet. And you think I don't have a voice in the community? Really?
I would maybe take a step back and look at this video and be like, you know, maybe this is why. You're putting your time and effort into bringing up 10-year-old accusations on a very beloved YouTuber who's done nothing but try to spread positivity. And you're doing that because he talked bad about MK9 and the old MK games. And you take insults to those games as insults to you personally. Like, that's the thing that kills me about a lot, like, Fate and Total, like, specifically. Total more than Fate, honestly, though, is, like, he takes these attacks on Mortal Kombat, like, the older Mortal Kombats that he likes. He takes the attacks on those personally.
See, here's the thing. You can hate Mortal Kombat, I don't care. But when you hate on Mortal Kombat, and then you say you like it, then I got a problem. And that's the thing with Max. He's hating, he's dumping all over MK, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. And then he comes in, he plays Mortal Kombat X, suddenly he's like, oh, I like Mortal Kombat X, oh, I like it now. And I know what you're going to say, he can like it now. Yes, you can. But if you're being paid to say you like it now, I don't think so. And unfortunately, in Max's case, there was such a case before that. The one that we're talking about here, where he was paid to say that he likes Killer Instinct, did that, then went on to develop trailers on Killer Instinct Season 2, and then after that, he's walked into E3, played MKX, and gone, oh, I really like this. Do you see a pattern? I do. I see a pattern of someone being paid or offered incentives to say that our game is good, so he does videos and does content on it. It's disingenuous. I want to hear from the real people who really like the game. And maybe he does. Maybe he does really like MKX, but there's no way for me to know, is it? And when you've got that history behind you that proves that you were paid off in this promotion, you've sullied your name, and I don't trust you as much. And like I said, I still watch his videos sometimes. I haven't cut him off. I just don't fully trust him. That's all.
You know, like, when you insult those, you're insulting him. And that's why he doesn't like Max, and that's why he said he didn't like Max. Because...
How do you know, bro? How do you know? That's what you said earlier. How do you know why I don't like Max? I've told you why. This is why. But you've changed it into something else. You've spun it into some other bullshit. And what's this, Fate and TotalMK shit? You always put us together because we're white, middle-aged, old guys from Australia. That's what you do. You put us together. We're totally different people. I've met Fate once. But just because we have shared opinions because we're both old school, you think that we're both the same. I didn't say half the shit that Fate says. In fact, I've helped Fate out a lot. I've said, you should probably say things this way, it's better, or word things this way, or attack the thing, not the person. I mean, I'm not telling you how to do your content. You do whatever you want. But, I've given him little tidbits and information and stuff like that. It's things that he didn't know, I know Fate, and I think, he's a bit misunderstood. Sometimes he goes in too hard on certain things, but he has a reason for it. And I don't. I just attack the thing. So the fact that you put us together like that is really weird, dude.
Max doesn't like the old MK games. Like, it is not you. You are not the game. If I say I don't like Mortal Kombat 2 or 1, which I don't, the only enjoyable original Mortal Kombat for me is UMK3 because it's fast as fuck. Like, me saying that I don't like MK2 and MK1, I am not insulting you, brother. I am not attacking you personally. Don't take it personal. It's a video game.
Still do it. I don't lie. I don't quit. I don't make up shit. I don't rage bait. I've been doing videos like this my whole time.
Yo, what's up, Snow? And Mega. How are y'all?
I don't care about you. Your little tiff with Fate is stupid. I see you as nothing. I see you as absolutely nothing. I don't even know what ties you have to this community. What, you like fighting games.
Is that not enough?
See how he gets mad straight away when I attack his boyfriend, Mike Hello. But when he attacks me, he doesn't care. See, when the shoe's on the other foot, it's different, isn't it?
Dude, what is acceptable to you? Do you know why I'm in this community chat? Do you know why I'm here? Motherfucker, I like fighting games. I'm not here for, like, specifically Mortal Kombat. I play Tekken. I play Street Fighter. I play Marvel. What's up, Mike? Like,
oh, here we go. What's up, Mike? So, here's the thing. He says, because we have a voice and you don't. And that's acceptable for him to say that I don't have a voice. But as soon as I say Mike Harlow doesn't have a voice, no one cares. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's up, Mike? Yeah, how's it going? Oh, yeah, it's Soul Total MK. You're such a good dude, man.
Dude, what do you mean puts you in the know? Like, what do I have to do to be accepted in the Mortal Kombat community by the older players? It's such a gatekeeping community, bro. I'm going to talk about it, like, specifically later on, but it's such a gate-kept community. Like, if you're one of these old heads who don't know a fucking thing...
I don't know a fucking thing! That's why you should listen to my lies and bullshit and spin that this video is full of shit when it's not.
About how to play the newer Mortal Kombat games because you're too goddamn lazy to sit down and take the time to learn how to play the fucking game.
He says I don't play the game. Have you seen how many fucking streams I've done for this game? Apparently, he hasn't, because I've been playing, like, I can't play at a pro level, sure, but I have played the fuck out of this game. Invasions, Floyd, all that shit. I've been streaming, putting up tips, telling people how to get Dragon Crystals, positive content that you seem to glaze over. Yeah, you don't talk about those videos, do you? About the one where I tell everybody how to get all their Dragon Crystals, how to get, like, Dragon Crystals really fast before Warner Brothers patches it, so then you'll have Dragon Crystals suspended in the shop. You don't talk about that. Don't talk about how I talked about how the shop is full of microtransactions and scams. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about how I told people how to make a talisman, so you can, a really powerful talisman, so you can rip through the seasonal tower and level up all your characters really fast to get those Dragon Crystals. Don't talk about that either.
Games, dog, that's your fault. But, like, what do I have to do to be accepted? Do I have to go and fucking play my little heart out on Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 and Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance? Like, I'm 26, bro. I'm sorry I'm not fucking almost 50. I joined in with MKX, dude. And I play other fighting games. Like, enjoying fighting games should be enough to have ties to the community. And I would argue that you have more ties to the community if you go to tournaments and you support the game in that way. And you keep it fucking...
There's no tournaments in Australia, bro. There's like one, and I've been twice. Battle Arena Melbourne, I know the guy who runs it. I've been to that one twice. There was a Mortal Kombat 2 tournament that I won at PAX. Been to that. And there was an Injustice tournament where I was on stage with Derek from NetherRealm Studios. I don't play Injustice, and he wiped the floor with me. So.
Skyler! Summon Yoshi, go. Where's Yoshi? No, that's summon Yoshi. Oh, he throws it within the corner either. Here's a rollback 3. Derek's got combos, so...
Derek's complimented me.
Another drill.
Damn it!
Unfortunate.
Fuck.
Congratulations to Luke, though. It was a very good try. Yeah, the show's a lot of promise at the start. And Derek's doing really well, like switching from character to character. He's very, he's a very good counter pick. It's a very, very good counter pick. Yeah, he wants the money, man.
So basically, that's it in Australia. So I have been to tournaments and I have spoken to people. And yeah, it's not really my scene. Like, I go because I love the game and I covered it. And I put several videos up of Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat. But yeah, no, I have gone to it. I even played against Mick Gordon, sorry, not Mike, Mick Gordon, on Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct at Battle Arena Melbourne. So I have gone. By the way, I also promoted the first Mortal Kombat game, being at EVO in 2004, along with Mortal Kombat Online and several other websites.
Hype. And you make a name for yourself, and you're streaming the game, and you're making content for the game, and you're a part of that fucking community, dude. That's more important, because Total is in a spot where it's like, I swear to God, I would be surprised if he has a viewer under 35. I really would.
This was one of the worst things he could have said in this video. As a YouTuber, I have access to this information. So I go into my my console, my YouTube studio, and then I go to analytics, and then I click on by age, and then set it to lifetime. And what do we get? What do we get? This information right here, which can show you only 11% of my viewers are over 35 or 35 and over. Most of them are under 35. So you're wrong. Wrong.
Because, and no offense to the viewers who are in here who are a fan of Total, who watch Total, and you're up there in age. I'm not saying anything bad about that. I'm just saying, like, he is not known outside of that. He does nothing to further Mortal Kombat and the support for the game past launch.
This makes me mad right here. He does nothing for Mortal Kombat. I have been doing videos since MK1 fucking launched. The box has been there the whole time. Been doing videos on invasions, putting up trailers. Warner sends me the trailers still. I just don't talk to the community managers anymore. I put up every trailer. Even people sometimes say, why do you put the trailers up for? You don't like the game. I'm like, I let people decide if they like the game or not. I provide you the trailers in the highest quality, at the highest frame rate. I don't even watermark them anymore. I just put them up raw so you can watch it. You can be like, oh, TotalMK will have it up if for whatever reason it's not on the Mortal Kombat channel. I put it on mine as well. Let people out there see the promotion, and that goes on post-launch. I've done it for all the DLC trailers. I've done 1 million streams for Mortal Kombat 1. I've done a lot. That's for Mortal Kombat 1. I did it for 11 as well. When I wasn't working, I was doing content. I did it for MK10 as well. I did it for MK9 as well. You know, I do all these tweets. I did the Floyd thing. I've got a video detailing every Floyd challenge on my channel. I fought Floyd. I've shown people how I beat Floyd with Nitara, a character not many people use against Floyd. None of this apparently counts. I'm the guy who found the last secret in Mortal Kombat 1 on arcade. I built a circuit board that literally does EJB code. That you could hook up to an arcade 1-up or an arcade machine. Had that circuit board designed in China. You can download that. You can send that off to PCBWay. They'll make you a circuit board. They'll send it to you. I've got a whole video on how you put it together, how you hook it up. I do nothing for the community. Nothing post-launch. What is this comment? What is this shit? What is this comment, bro? I do nothing? Are you serious? Been doing videos since 2006, 18 years on YouTube. Been doing Mortal Kombat content since 95. I've got Mortal Kombat content over there on floppy disks. I do nothing post-launch, nothing. Like yesterday, I found several Mortal Kombat press kits for Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat 3 on Super Nintendo and PC, and that's more stuff that I get out there for the community. High-resolution logos of Sub-Zero, of the Ice Dragon logo, the logos of the game. That's content that I always put out. If people ask for it, you know, they want it, I'll let them have it, or I just tweet it out now. This is stuff that I do for the community. That stuff, that content was around back in 96, in the 90s, and it's very hard to come by. And I'm always sort of looking through the internet and looking through sites, and I see tweets, and because I follow everybody and I see everything everybody says, that I go after this content. You know, I also do conversions. I've been sent kits by TabMock99. He's like, I can't open this. I'm like, let me look at it. I'm like, yep, it's in Mac format. It's in HFS format. I'll use HFS converter. I'll convert the format, convert it back to PC. I'll extract all the data. I do that. Then all extensions get lost because it's Mac. I'm like, okay, it looks at the headers. So then I have to identify what the files are. Okay, I'll rename all the files. These are PSDs. These are TIFFs. These are TGAs. These are PICT files. These are BMP. Whatever. EPS. I do that, then I send it, go, here you go, TabMock, here you go. I send it back to him. He goes, thanks, TotalMK. I do nothing post-launch, apparently. Really.
Competitive players, tournaments, bringing hype to the game, bringing in new people with that. That is what keeps fighting games alive, in my opinion, going into the future. You're accepted, bro. TotalMK is just upset he doesn't get the attention he's looking for. That's what I gather from it, Mike.
So he thinks, oh, here we go. Mike's dick in his mouth again. So he thinks it's an attention thing. I don't need your attention, bro. I've got people who watch me and like me. You know? I don't need it. And the fact that you say only fighting game players keep it going, sure, maybe you keep it going because of all the tournaments and shit that Warner put out, the big prize pools and all that stuff. That's why it keeps going, because they keep paying you to go fucking play the game. That's what keeps it going, because people want to win money. And then you've got this real toxic community now. The fighting game community is toxic. And it's not all toxic, but I see some really negative shit out there that gets glossed over. People get ignored. You know, serious like threats of harm. You know, and people like Mike's community that, you know, revel in this behavior. Even you, like, removing his comment. I can smell him through the screen. And you laughing when he joined. Hey, what's up, Mike? You're removing all this stuff. You think I didn't see that shit, bro? That's negative behavior. I don't do that. I shit talk Mike because he shit talks everybody and there's a bad community. And, you know, when I say that, the people who make the game know it. They know me and they know I'm genuine. I only attack people who attack me for no fucking reason. And that's Mike. And that's Sikander. He keeps tweeting at me, this Sikander fuck. I've never even spoken to him. He's friends with Mike. Clearly, behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, TotalMK said something shit, you know, and then he riles up his community. Then Sikander starts tweeting bullshit at me because I mentioned, you know, the whole fact that he abused his mum on stream, which he did. You're guilty of that, bro. You... I don't know what to tell you. I saw the video and it was disgusting. You can tweet at me all you want that I'm irrelevant and that I smell, but at least I didn't abuse my fucking mother on stream for views.
That's what I've gathered from this whole video. It was a hit piece on Max for something that was 10 years ago. It feels like attention seeking. It feels like jealousy, bro. It feels like a hellacious jealousy because he is one of the original. There's no getting around that, you know? Like, he's an original. He's an OG. Dude, he made his channel in 2006 and he doesn't do as well as someone who came back to making videos consistently, I think you said like a year ago. You hate to see it. You hate to fucking see it. Like,
I'm an original, sure. I appreciate the props. But the reason why I don't do well is, A, the channel is set to adults only. I'm not one of these bullshit YouTubers that leaves it on for kids and then uploads fucking Mortal Kombat content and then going, why do I get censored? Why do I get demonetized? And then plays victim to these viewers. I don't do that. Secondly, I'm sure I've been shadow banned by Google for calling them out for the You Fail 2 video that I put up that Angry Video Game Nerd retweeted. Yes, the only video that Angry Video Game Nerd has ever retweeted was one of my videos because I'm so irrelevant. And it was retweeted by Mike Matei because I was talking about subscriber drop. And Mike Matei saw it and was the only one doing a video about it at the time. And it blew up, and I'm sure Google didn't like that, and because from then on, my channel was just growing like that, and then it just flattened out, and then went down like that. So yeah, they shadow banned the channel, whatever. That's just how it is, bro. That's how it is. I still make my content, and everyone still watches it. You know, I don't get thousands and thousands of views, because I don't get recommended in the algorithm, you know, and that's fine. I don't care. I just make my content, I just do that. You hate to see it, though.
let's finish off the video.
Regardless of him, and you know, this is just how it is with Max. Yep. This is how it is with Max and me. Yep. We're not going to see eye to eye. I don't. He's on level 2. I don't trust you. Level 2 is I don't trust you. I don't trust him. I'll still watch him. I haven't cancelled him.
Yeah, I was born in '98.
And for me, cancelling isn't I go on
26.
Facebook and say, don't watch Max. And like some people think because I make a comment, that's what it's about. It's not. I'm just literally being honest. My honest truth is I don't like Max. And that's all I ever said. I said, I don't like Max. He, you know, did this. He was paid off. And he was. It's proven. I've shown you in this video.
You did not prove it,
And
Tom.
I did. You just refused to accept it. You also refused to show that those guys that reacted to it talked about Poptent, talked about NeoGAF, fucking TotalBiscuit, the guy that started Kotaku, all those guys, AlphaOmegaSin. You glossed over all their content, and all their stuff verifies what I am saying. That video and that post. And,
you did not prove it. This is the proof that you showed. You showed a gaming forum.
A gaming forum, NeoGAF, one of the biggest gaming forums at the time.
With links to a website that does not exist.
Yeah, because it was deleted, because Machinima was deleted. So that's irrelevant. It was around in 2014. Poptent is the site that runs the promotions, and they talked about it in the video if you hadn't bothered to watch it.
Anymore, so we cannot source the information. That is not...
This is the information. The information is sourced. You're looking at it. You can just say that it's fake all you want, but it's not. It's a posted contract from Poptent. Who would make all this shit up? All those links? Really? You think someone just made that up? And then you think these big YouTubers with 200,000 subscribers, they're going to know about this post? You think they're going to let people just go there and talk bullshit about them and it possibly affect all the brand deals that you were talking about being so positive? They're going to reply straight away and go, this is nonsense, this is crap. But the fact that they haven't replied to any of it paints a picture because they were caught. They were caught out, and everybody else who had access to this contract also had screenshots and lists of this. But they didn't need to post it because this guy already did. He was the guy that risked it. He didn't even want to be on camera. He knew coming out and talking about this list that he posted could get him cancelled, could get him in trouble. He wanted to remain partly anonymous. He only talked in audio form on that video.
Proof, homie. That is not proof.
I don't give a fuck how good at any of the fighting games he is. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if you think that that's toxic talking that way. He was paid off. He broke the law. For money.
Yeah,
That
Max
doesn't
is
go
one of the
well with me.
godfathers of
I
fighting
detest
games, bro.
scammers. See how right there, as soon as I said he broke the law and he's paid off for money, his reply was, "Oh, Max is a godfather. He's one of the greatest of all time." You had to quickly try and clean up his reputation because I said something bad about him. Test liars. Okay?
I mean, people can
Now
say, like,
skip
I'm
my bit.
riding
That's it.
Max,
That's
whatever.
it. Totally
Like I
okay.
said earlier, I just
Stop
don't like
it.
to see hit
Max
pieces like
video.
this. Based
He has to again call the video a hit piece when he, again, knew that I told him why I made the video because of the comments in Fate's video. You've seen the screenshot. Here it is again.
Oh
Guy,
my
any ill will.
No proof.
Don't attack him, please. No proof. This is my personal opinion after
Don't go
what
attack
I
him.
witnessed back in
don't
2014.
attack him.
And that's why I'm this way.
Even though you just made
You
like
don't have to be
an
the same as
entire
me.
video trying to
I'm not
disparage
asking
the
you to
man
be.
with like proof and everything
But I'm
and
just
something that's
clearing
completely
that up
illegal.
because I'm sick of people saying you're really... That's right. There's nothing wrong with doing that. If someone does something illegal and you make a video on it, good on you. Don't be a sheep. Don't be one of these people that like covers it up. See, he wants to be one of them. He wants to be one of those guys that in the community wants to be like, no, I would never talk bad about you. I'd never do that. I would never, even if you did something illegal, I wouldn't talk about it. That is so bullshit. Unbelievable. Look, I'm not lying about anything. All the fucking evidence is online. You're just too stupid to go look for it.
Here's why I don't believe Max
That's right. You are.
took the deal. Anyway, to get into it, right? I don't believe Max took the deal because 11 years ago was 2014, which is when this deal happened. The only completely
January 10 to February 9.
positive video that Max put out for the Xbox One that I could find was this video. And this is him unboxing the console. How many other people on YouTube have unboxed a brand new console and like checked it out on camera, on video for absolutely no money at all? Right? You assume that Max is paid off. You assume because of that deal, because of the deal, Max is paid off. But it's literally just a guy unboxing the console and checking it out, right?
The Xbox.
Here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing. Do you see the date on this video? November 27, 2013. The promotion was posted. Well, January 10 to February 9. That was when the promotion was posted. This video came out November 27, 2013, as you can see there. The funny thing is that guy said he saw this promotion in November, but it was posted later. But the post was, for the promotion period, was January 10, 2014 to February 9, 2014. So this video couldn't have been in the promotion. Funny how you leave that out.
Also, before that, around the time that the deal would have been made, I assume, went on to say this. I'm not playing the whole 23-minute video, but this right here would be enough to break the contract that Machinima had.
Games at the show that many Xbox One games are running off Windows 7 or Windows PCs, so I don't know if they're running the exact same specs because all this stuff is like an AMD like generation anyway. I don't know. However, in retrospect, and now that I'm thinking about all this stuff that this console is doing, there is one thing that still has me excited, and I don't even know if I should be excited about it anymore. Adam Sessler did a great thing that nobody should pre-reserve any systems at the moment because all the stuff that they're telling us is a story. Is a story.
That right there, that one sentence would by itself break that contract, because in that sentence, he told people not to pre-order the Xbox One. That would have broke that contract straight off the bat.
Yeah, but he said it in November 2013, didn't he? Funny that. Because the guy that leaked the contract did it later. And, yeah.
And not only that, the fact that the video is still up leads me to believe that he didn't accept the contract, because it was a video to where he said, do not pre-order the Xbox One. If he accepted that deal, in my mind, I would think that Machinima would go back and make him take that video down, because it did speak negatively and could possibly, potentially, affect the sales of the Xbox One. It's that easy to find information.
Except the video is from a different date. It's nothing to do with what I posted on Kotaku, which was January 10 to February 9, 2014.
And put pieces together when you don't have actual facts in front of your face. I can't look at the list.
It's right there! There it is! Friday, January 10, 2014! Xbox One console campaign! It's right there! Bro! It's in front of him, he doesn't even realize.
This is not
And then open till February 9, 2014.
Proof, dude. This is a screenshot
it is proof.
From a
You
gaming
didn't look at the
forum
dates.
from however many fucking years ago to a website that doesn't exist anymore with a bunch of content creators listed here. And the other piece of information that was left out of his video, Machinima has responded to the accusations that it was deceiving viewers by stating
yeah, because they were. They were busted in 4K.
Xbox One promotion videos were a typical marketing partnership and otherwise dodging the question entirely. Here's the company's official statement on the matter. The partnership between Machinima and Microsoft was a typical marketing partnership to promote Xbox One in December. The Xbox team does not review any specific content, provide feedback or on content. Any confidentiality provisions, terms, or other guidelines are standard documents provided by Machinima. For clarity, confidentiality relates to the agreement themselves, not the existence of the promotion.
Exactly. So that's Microsoft distancing themselves from Machinima, going, we didn't know they were the ones running the promotion. And yes, they've admitted to it because they were caught from the post on NeoGAF, the one that you think is fake. Otherwise, they wouldn't have apologized. They would have said shit.
Pretty big update. The second update, Microsoft has asked Machinima to mark videos as a part of its paid for.
Of course they have, because the FTC would have gone after Microsoft if they didn't do that.
Xbox One content deal is advertising, the company has told Eurogamer. The move follows widespread disapproval at Machinima's marketing deals. Yeah, so basically...
Yeah, he didn't want to say widespread disapproval because everyone knew it was true because that contract was leaked. If it was fake, none of this shit would have happened. You've just proved that it actually happened and that it was true. You've just proven that by showing this stuff.
Machinima got fucking yeeted under the bus, right?
Yes.
And Xbox, Microsoft, they were like, hey, it was all Machinima contracts, right?
It was. Yeah, no, you're right. It was. But that doesn't mean those YouTubers are guilty of signing that contract and not disclosing that it was a paid promotion that was on every other promotion that they had to do. They did any other promotion for any other thing. They had the thing. They had to say, this is a promotion. This was the, trailer provided by whatever, blah, blah, blah. 20th Century Fox or this or that. Like the one I did for the Heat. They had to disclose that. They would have known by not disclosing it, something's up. They would have known.
That doesn't help Max in the slightest if he took the agreement, which we don't know if he did or if he didn't.
He did.
I would assume he didn't
100%.
because this video still exists. That's just my assumption.
Outdated video.
But it doesn't do Max any favors, but that is a major update. The fact that Microsoft put
Major
it all
update from months earlier. You're right.
on Machinima, and that was not talked about in the video. If anything, that would have helped TotalMK's point, but that leads me to believe that TotalMK did absolutely bare bones research.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was around, remember? You were in school? I was reading all this stuff.
And literally is just holding on to that fucking NeoGAF thread. That is just...
Yeah, because that was the proof, and it was verified by the podcasts that was linked at the bottom. TotalBiscuit, he's not going to lie. TotalBiscuit, Jason Schreier, founder of Kotaku, they're not going to lie. Those guys are not going to lie. They're big names. They are not going to lie about this. And neither is AlphaOmegaSin, and neither is Pat the NES Punk, the guys that you refuse to play those clips for some reason in your video. It's easier to discredit me when you don't play all the evidence, isn't it?
The only proof, he did no research outside of that. He didn't bother to look up Max's Xbox
The one that's from, again, November 2013.
One videos. He didn't bother to look at any
before the
other
promotion even
fucking
started.
articles for it or anything else because he didn't give that update. And that is an update that would have potentially helped his argument. Oh, that's my opinion on that. TotalMK, like fucking specifically.
Now this part, what are you doing, bro? What is this? He did this on purpose. Look, he's showing a private messages between me and Tooten. There's nothing bad in there, but he's doing this on purpose. He's disrespecting me on purpose by going, look, here's our private discussion. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm going to show the stuff that you've said to me in private. You know? Unfucking believable that you do this. Like I said, there's nothing bad in there, but you just don't do this. Not without checking with someone first.
Sent it, like, he made sure that I know that he uploaded it.
See, he's trying to use this as a gotcha moment. Yeah, because I knew he watched it earlier, and he scheduled this stream to have it, Mike to show up on there, and his wife to be there, trying to do these gotcha moments. Mike comes in, starts insulting me, he edits that, deletes that, tries to paint him as a good guy, but he's just not, is he?
Oh, you uploaded it, dude. I know. There you go.
Anyway, that's that. That's it. I know, sorry, what is it? Hour 53 to reply to this video. I've been sitting on this reply for ages. I've been too busy making positive content post-launch on Mortal Kombat. All the things you say that I don't do. Too busy getting my voice out in the community by, getting old school assets and renders out for people. Things that you say that I don't have. I would have made the video sooner, but I've just been too busy doing that stuff and doing things for the community. So, sorry about that. But, yeah, hope you appreciate it. Reply if you will, mate. I consider this drama fucking done. I've destroyed this video. Not that I wanted to. I was just making a point, and you knew that from the start. This is your fault. Because I said I was just replying to the people in Fate on the comment under Fate's video from 3 weeks ago. That's where it came from. You knew that. And you left all of that out of the video. And I'm very disappointed. You want to be friends with Mike? You can fucking have him, man.